Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and since Sunday is Father's Day, you know we've got to come up with some kind of gifts for Father. So this is one of the little things, and I did not come up with this. I snatched this off of Pinterest, but this is just, it looks like a little milk carton box, but there's lots and lots of rooms in here for you to store, you know, all kinds of things for Dad. You can put a tie in here, some cologne, just whatever. And then I've just got it together with one of the little Tim Holtz paper clips. But we're going to get started on this and do this real quick. You could also do a card with this same setup on the front of the card and have it as a duo. That would be really, really cute. Alright, the first thing you're going to need is a piece of black cardstock that is 10.5 inches by 7. And you're going to score, put on the long side, you're going to score at 2 1/2. 2 1/2. You're going to score at 5. You're going to score at 7 1/2. And at 10. Whoops. Alright. Then you're going to turn it and you're going to score at 1/2 inch. At 2 1/2 inches. And at 5 1/2 inches. Alright. So that is this part of the scoring. Now we're going to go ahead and score a little bit more first. In this block right here, the second block and the fourth block, you're going to need to find the center and then score a little triangle and to be the side right here. So all we're going to do is I'm going to use my Tim Holtz ruler. I'm going to leave it on here. And I am just going to put the little 0 in the center and then try to find, looks like my center is going to be right there. And then I'm going to do it over here on this one as well. And it's going to be right there. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move this because I'm not going to use that. You could use your scoreboard, but I find it a lot quicker and easier for me just to use this. You're going to go from that point right there down to that corner of that first score line. I think you can see that pretty good on there. And again, you're going to go from here down to that corner, just like that. There we go. You can see that pretty good. And then you're going to do the same over here. And there you go. So that is done. Now what we're going to do is this little piece down here, this little bitty portion right here, we do not need. So we're going to cut that away. So just cut up to that first score line, cut that part away. Excuse me. I told you, every time I get on here, my throat starts clogging up. Then you're going to cut up on these score lines, just up to that first score line that goes across. So just cut up on those, on all 3 of them. And I didn't do that one very straight, so I'm going to take actually a little notch out of there. You don't really have to notch these, but I'm going to go ahead and notch them just a tiny bit. They will be perfectly fine, I think, if you don't, but it just makes it fold just a little bit better. So if you want to take the notches out of them, that's fine. I just take a tiny, tiny little sliver off of it. straight up there. Alright. I think that is it. We'll go ahead and do one over here. So there we go. We've got those out. And now let's just go ahead and fold on our score lines. And this is pretty thin cardstock, so I'm not going to, don't have to use my bone folder because it seems to be going to fold pretty well without it. So, well, I guess I could use it right here. This one doesn't want to fold. Alright, whoops. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to, well, I didn't fold this one. I knew there was one that didn't look right. We're going to put some double-sided tape right down through there on this little small portion. I don't think I want 1/8 inch. I want 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to run it close to the score line. Just like that. And then we'll go ahead and pull that backing off of that. Then you're just going to fold this one over to meet that, and I just like to make sure that all of my lines look straight and press it down. Then this is the back, since that's your seam. This is going to be your front. So what you want to do is fold your sides in, this one and then that one. That gives you that good front on there. So I'm going to put a little bit of score tape on this piece, and then I'm going to flip it and put a little bit on this piece. This just helps it stay together a little bit better. I'm not going to be putting anything really heavy in this, but if I did, it would stay together pretty good. Okay. Just like that. And I've got a little nip right there I'm going to take off. Okay, so there is the beginnings of our box. And as you can see, the sides are going to fold in pretty well. Just have to kind of get them started. There we go. Whoops. Like I said, this is not the heaviest cardstock, so there. They folded in really, really well. Now, in order to do your little front part, this part right here, you're going to need a piece of white paper that is 2 3/8 by 2 7/8. And again, you're going to find your center. Let's see. That right there looks like my center. And I'm just going to mark it with this. And I just put that little line in there just so that I can kind of have something to follow. All you're going to do then is you're just going to cut down just a little ways, probably a 1/2 inch, something like that. And then you're going to fold these pieces over. So just fold that over and make it look like a little shirt collar. And then take the other one and do the same thing. And press those down really well. So there is that part, just like that. I'm just going to use some of my art glitter glue to put this on. And make sure that you're putting it on the front. Let's see, where's my seam? There's my seam, that's the back. So this is the front. Just kind of center it in this portion. I put it a little bit closer to the bottom than I do the top. Just kind of center it that way. So there you go with that. And now what you're going to need is, if you have an oval punch that punches an oval about this size. This is, let's see how big this oval is. This is about 1 3/4 inch oval. I did these with my Cricut, but you could freehand them, or, you know, cut them out with your Cricut. You could, if you have an oval punch, it'd be perfect. All you need to do is have 2 of these, and you're going to fold them in the center. You're going to fold them over just like that. Put a little bit of glue there. Press that down and hold it just for a second. Let that fluff up a little bit. I usually put this kind of in there so that'll fluff up, that or a pen or something like that. And then just squeeze it for a second. And then do the other one the same way. And just fold that over. And then just pinch it really well. Like that. Then you're going to take just a tiny piece of paper. This is about, let's see about the size of this. This is about 1.5 inches by, it's about 1/4. 1.5 inches by 1/4, something like that. I'm actually going to trim mine down just a tiny bit to make it 1/4, because the smaller it is, the better it looks. It doesn't look good when it's too wide. And I just freehand it, do it with your scissors. Okay, I am going to put a little bit of glue right here in the center. And I'm going to put this one here and this one over here, and I'm just going to press them down and hold them just for a second till that glue grabs. You could use double-sided adhesive here, whatever, just as long as it's something that holds pretty well. Make sure that they're straight. And then I'm going to put a little more glue right there in the center, and I'm going to fold this one over just like that. I'm going to cut off the excess there. So cut that part off. And yes, I'm getting a little bit of glue on the outside, but it doesn't matter. This is going to dry clear. And then you're going to fold this one over just like that, and then cut your excess off. And I got just a tiny bit of glue right there, so we're just going to go with our little pick and we're going to pull that off. There we go. And then the rest of this is going to dry clear, so I'm not going to worry about it. Then you're going to take this, and this is going to slide right up there under that and press down. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there. I'm going to put that in there and slide it up under those little shirt lapels. And then press that down, just like that. And just hold it for a second, make sure that it's in the center. There is our little bow tie. And then I'm just going to use some bling, is what I used on this one. Now you could put, you could use buttons or whatever. Let's see if I even have 3 left. Okay, I have actually made a few of these, and I have ran out of my black buttons that are that size. So I think I'm going to have to use, oh, here's 3. There's 3 right there. Okay. Started to say I think I was going to have to use the small ones. I don't like the small ones as well on here as the larger ones. This bling is by We Are Memory Keepers. And it is just a really kind of flat bling that is really, really cute. Alright, I think I'm going to put that one right there, and then put my other one in the center. And that one right there. Okay, so that is that, and now all you have to do is just put your gift in there, clip it together, and you're ready for Father's Day. That is it. Quick, easy, simple little gift, but very, very elegant. And like I said, you could do this same design on a card and give the card with it. That would be super cute, would it not? Okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you'll give it a try, and if you do, please share it on our Facebook members group. If you do not know where that is or not a member, go ahead and look in the link below this video and just click on that, and we will accept you as a member and you can get started. We do have our challenge still going on each month for a $15 gift certificate to anyone. You are entered. All you have to do is do a project that I have done in the past 30 days and post it on there, and your name will go in the pot to be entered. Alright, we will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.